You've not seen it all when it comes to Cobra Kai. What else could be more challenging than the last season of the show? Well, buckle up to see the first look and release date of Cobra Kai 6. Just when you think karate couldn't get any more moves, you get a kick in the face, and that's what Cobra Kai does. The fans are getting Season 6 thrown at them, and it's coming on more challenging than the last season. And as you can already feel the pattern, Cobra Kai goes tougher with every new season. Things have moved up since Season 1 when the students were still training and went to the All Valley tournament. But with every new release, especially the latest one, it has started to become difficult, from fighting with swords and daggers to treason, going all out for brawls, and even life or casualty stakes. The game is beginning to change, and the showrunners are warning that what the fans have seen is little compared to what's coming in Season 6. The show's creator, Josh Heald, talked about what Cobra Kai 6 will look like when he said, "We have a few more tricks up our sleeve for where we go from here, but it does get bigger every year." But he didn't stop there. Josh also continued saying, "It's always conducting the orchestra and feeling when the cannons go off. And it's full of Tchaikovsky and fireworks." Imagine karate being compared with an orchestra and at the same time with fireworks. It means exactly one thing, and that means Cobra Kai 6 will blow up and every one of the fans will feel it. Thinking about it, Josh is very right, and many fans only want the students who have already outdone themselves to go even higher. It's not going to be easy. Cobra Kai never promises that. Another of the showrunners, Hayden Schlossberg, mentioned how the bars will be raised, especially with the much talked about tournament that will be coming up. He said, "We now know that this is the biggest tournament in the world, and yeah, we just love the idea of constantly raising the bar and the levels. So they need a bigger challenge, and they will get one. But how does that all play out? We'll see." Amid the kicks, tensions, and backbreaking karate, what are the dramas fans will get to enjoy in between? If you already think Cobra Kai 6 is like what you've known, especially with the last season released, then you are wrong. Although Daniel and Johnny's rivalry is over now that they've teamed up, there is still more yet to happen. And with John Kreese being on the loose, it appears Cobra Kai will continue to challenge its two main characters. Now that Terry's deceit is now made known to his students, they would probably not want to miss out on the upcoming tournament or give up on karate. But the deal is that the students might join Miyagi-Do Eagle Fang or wait for Kim to take over the dojo. Johnny and Daniel might not be eager to take on Terry's students, knowing that with him would come trouble, so it's more likely that the new sensei of Cobra Kai will be Kim. That will be the beginning of her dreams, and she's going to restructure the Cobra Kai dojo to her late father's taste. It's going to change and be a big challenge to Miyagi Fang. In all this, fans are hoping Kenny finds himself quickly enough despite how Terry has shaped him. And this story is going to be one of those that will change for the better in Cobra Kai 6, or maybe it's too late and a new villain is already born. Chosen's love life is also getting a new look with Kamiko. His recovery was really painful after revealing his true feelings for her. Gonna move on from this embarrassing phase now. Or maybe that's all Kamiko needs to hear for her to start falling for Chosen. And all fingers are crossed for that. Of all the dramas coming on Cobra Kai 6, the first look into what John Kreese wants is the scariest. This guy doesn't let go, and he had to even break out of prison to settle scores. But unfortunately, his main target for revenge, Terry, has been taken, and he has no choice but to turn on Johnny and Daniel. It's not like they didn't do anything to make John mad. They lied to him while he was locked up about getting him a lawyer, and he's going to beat that out of them. Except that won't be too easy for him. John also has Tori to deal with. He has offended her by dragging her in and dropping her for his gain. And maybe for the first time, the fans will see John become truly repentant enough to get Tori's forgiveness. The biggest showdown of all that will go down in Cobra Kai 6 is the Sekai Taikai Championships. And if Cobra Kai Dojo still stands, the Miyagi Fang Dojo will be faced with so much. So Cobra Kai 6 is going to be a big test between the calm principles of Mr. Miyagi and the rough approach of Terry Silver. Whoever wins will change the course of karate forever, and that's exactly what Cobra Kai 6 is gonna do. And as the saying goes, Cobra Kai never loses, so which dojo would then? After seeing how the show creators have teased a bigger challenge for Cobra Kai 6, the fans will be glad to know the characters that will be returning to make this happen. Right from the prequel of the show, Karate Kid, up to the beginning of Cobra Kai, it's so obvious the two main characters can't go away because they are the foundation of everything Cobra Kai represents. Both William Zabka, who plays Johnny Lawrence, and Ralph Macchio, who plays Daniel LaRusso, are going to be back for Cobra Kai 6. These men don't function alone though, as they can't do without the support of their loved ones, especially their women. Courtney Hengler, who plays Amanda, and Vanessa Rubio, who plays Carmen, are coming back to also reprise their roles. Yuji Okamoto, who plays Chosen, is fast becoming a fan favourite, will also be back. And don't forget the former sensei who just broke out of jail, John Kreese, played by Martin Kove, is going to be a big part of the coming challenge, and he looks like a man who's up to no good. The fans haven't seen the last of Thomas Ian Griffith, who plays Terry Silver. It doesn't matter if the villain goes to jail, he will bite back and will take any weak person down with him. The children and students will also be back because why not? They make the show more enticing and they are the future of Cobra Kai. Xolo Maridueña is taking his place as Miguel. Tanner Buchanan also isn't done yet with playing Robbie. Peyton List will be back as Tori. Mary Mouser, who plays Sam, is also coming back to Cobra Kai. And Jacob Bertrand's character's perfect portrayal and change from a nerd to a hot and sought-after boy isn't over yet, as the fans are going to see Hawk again. Gianni DeCenzo is also coming back to reprise his role as Dimitri. Dallas Dupree Young, who plays the character Kenny, will be coming on too. The show's new addition, Una O'Brien, is also coming back as Devon. And don't think we've seen the last of the sensei Kim Da-eun, because Terry has been arrested. She has a lot to prove and her father's legacy to hold on to, so the actress Alicia Hannah Kim will also be back in this role. If you're already guessing that the filming of Cobra Kai has started, you are somehow close to the truth. The filming hasn't started, but some parts of it have been shot while filming Season 5. The promising news is that there are scenes originally meant to be included in Cobra Kai 5, but because it couldn't fit into the season, they're available to be released for Season 6, and that's a big hope for the fans because the shooting has gone ahead to prepare for the next phase of Cobra Kai. Just as Ralph Macchio puts it, the story of Cobra Kai isn't over yet, even if the show ends with Season 6 or not. They have plans to create a Karate Kid cinematic universe. The actor said, "Is there a Miyagi origin story? Is there a Cobra Kai prequel before the Karate Kid? Are there spin-offs with some of the young cast of these characters? Who knows?" The actor promised that they are not finished with what's going to happen in the karate world, including Cobra Kai 6 as soon as Season 5 was released. He said, "But we're not done as long as we're allowing to bring it in. As long as it evolves organically, these guys that write the show have their finger on the pulse of that. All these dramas and fights are hanging over the fans, and they really can't wait for Cobra Kai 6 to be official." So, since there's no green light to start production from Netflix yet, the filming hasn't started. But according to the show creator, John Hurwitz mentioned in a tweet how he's so certain of Cobra Kai 6 when he said, "All I can say is that we expect more Cobra Kai to come and that the Miyagiverse is far from finished. It takes about 3 to 4 months to shoot each season of Cobra Kai, and since there are already some parts that have been filmed, the production won't take long when it finally kicks off. A year from when Cobra Kai 5 is released, the fans should expect to see Season 6. Given how production has yet to start, the release isn't supposed to exceed December 2023. What do you think about this first look and possible release date of Cobra Kai 6? Let's have your thoughts in the comments section below, and thank you for watching.